Well,
Okay.
if your offer is true, Dan, Justin Trudeau will be cutting up your offer very shortly.
Okay. I don't know how anyone's going to leave Bitcoin in a duck's mouth.
Well, see, I thought you were going. I thought you were making that joke because of that YouTuber who got stopped in an airport because the NSA wanted to count his Bitcoin.
What?
Like there, I forget the YouTuber, but he's pretty popular. Basically, he was going through the airport customs, and his friend like asked him something like, "Hey, you got any Bitcoin on you, right? For something." And he's like, "Yeah, I got three of them." And then the NSA heard him, and they were like, "Sir, we're gonna have to count those," thinking it was like some sort of real like physical metal currency. And I was like, "Oh my god."
Wow.
That's incredible. Anyways.
Welcome
Sorry.
to, wait, we gotta start this off. We gotta.
Yeah.
Okay. Previously on War Thunder, the Eric and Griffin Chronicles.
We got our ass beat, okay?
Okay.
We need some inspiring music that can't get copyrighted too. Carry on my wayward son.
Be
Um,
peace when you are done.
Oh no!
If you want,
oh,
I
no.
can add it in
God,
post.
the copyright police are coming in. Help!
Yeah. Well, I'll show them. Hey, Disney, how do you like this? He's got 50 war bands of Black Legion, and the world eaters he's called to war, and the 1,000 sons too shall lay siege on. The
I'd pay for this on
Imperium, he's
Patreon.
steering them right to the Emperor's front door. Abaddon the champion, he's the despoiler.
And armless.
Arm of Dark, he's got the mark of every god.
I'll pay for this song.
I would. I'd pay
In his
for a
latest
40K
Black
musical.
Crusade, to take the Cadian Gate, he's Abaddon.
Oh my god,
Okay,
that
we're done. Good
reminds me.
episode, guys.
Have you, are you guys familiar with the song by Marty Robbins? You know, like the big iron on his hip. It was in New Vegas.
Not sure.
Dan may know what I'm talking about. Dan, do you play Fallout?
I have not. I've.
Well, there's this old
played
like 50s song in it called Big Iron by Marty Robbins. Like the guy went down to fight the bandit named Texas Red, and somebody took that song and made a Warhammer version of it about an inquisitor who goes to a hive city to gun down a ganger, and it was the most beautiful and perfect thing that has ever graced my ears.
Oh, you have to send me a link to that one.
Hey, Elric, right behind you, coming at you at thunderous speeds unknown to man. Oh my god, I forgot how slow this thing is. Don't worry, I have a 150mm cannon.
Now I'll have to check later to see if when you said behind you, I don't know if Eric's got a face cam on right now, but I need to see if he actually physically turned to look behind him.
No, I don't have a face cam on right now.
Hey, I want to ram into you. It won't do much because I'm going like 5 miles an hour. Hey, Elric, I heard you needed help with a 150mm cannon.
Yeah, I probably need some help over here because I'm stuck in a Jeopard or
Hey.
Jeopard, and it sucks. There, I'm dead. Thank you.
You can see my tank. It's
Yeah, you have a
huge.
Sturmpanzer. Yeah, I'm just using the Jeopard right now just to get some XP and be able to get the next one.
You know, I remember when I heard the word Panzer my first time, I used to think that meant something really cool, and then I learned that and then I learned all it means is like tank.
Yeah.
Or armor, I think actually is the more correct like translation, but that's all it means. It's just like armor.
We have this
Most of them
really
Panther.
we have this really weird translation of it. Nowadays we mostly use the the American tank word for it, but back when I was a kid, we used to say combat wagon.
Oh, dude, the combat wagon. That sounds like an orc vehicle.
Yeah, and it was exactly the same word for a chariot.
I mean, there's a lot of words that are foreign in real life that sound completely cool until you translate them.
Yeah.
My favorite type of sword, which is called the Zweihander. Wow,
Oh,
that
the two-handed
sounds really
sword.
cool. What does that mean? Literally just means two-handed sword.
Yeah, the Zweihander.
And I'm like, wow, that sounded way cooler in my head than what it actually means.
It sounds badass. Oh crap! Why did I do that?
Pretty much.
Isn't there
I'm
like
sure-
a medieval Dutch weapon that's just called the Godentag?
The good day.
Yeah.
That sounds very, that sounds illegal. Like, sir, what was you being charged for? Oh, 50 grams of Gottentag.
That'd be, considering I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a big old hammer, that would be a terrible Godentag.
Ooh, yeah, that sounds like Sunday morning.
And you want to talk about some obscure weaponry? Shout out to the battle hammer. The thing that you're supposed to, like, not hold, but the battle hammer was this stupidly large hammer that you're supposed to be on the back of a horse with, and then you wind it up swinging while your horse charges, and it was, like, designed to, like, burst, like, wooden chariots and stuff.
What is that guy doing on the battlefield? I think he's playing polo, sir.
So that's how polo got started.
Probably.
No, it's entirely possible.
And all it took was the poor lives of many innocent Roman soldiers.
Yep.
Yikes.
It led to the invention of
That's like,
overpriced clothing by Ralph Lauren.
Well, that's like if you put it in perspective like this. One German scientist invented fertilizer, like chemical fertilizer. And as such, we still use chemical fertilizer today, so he just helped feed billions of people indirectly. Same guy went out to invent mustard gas.
My god.
I mean, what was there really to invent there? It's just you accidentally spill 2 cleaning chemicals and suddenly everyone dies.
What do you mean I can't mix ammonia and bleach?
Yeah, it's fine. It'll get everything super clean.
If
If you mix those 2 chemicals, I guarantee you will never worry about stains again. I'm not.
that's like saying I drink bleach because it kills germs.
Killing germs.
Well, that's going to kill you precisely. I'm a giant germ.
Yeah. Exactly. So, what's the problem?
It's like using hand sanitizer. It kills 99.99% of germs, but that 0.1%, congratulations, you just made a super bacteria.
Hell yeah. I'm not only immune to alcohol, I eat it.
Well, that's like that bacteria that we found like a few years ago that like survives off of amino acid, or not amino acid, silicone.
Okay.
What the
I was
hell?
gonna say amino acids, those are just the building blocks of
Yeah, it mixed up in my brain for a moment. Man, isn't it just kind of amazing? Like being completely serious here, not being like joking or facetious. But isn't it just kind of weird and amazing how like a bunch of things can just get gooped up together and it just creates life? Like,
Yeah.
that blows my mind.
It's kind of incredible, and a real stretch when you think about it. If you think narratively.
Yeah, I mean, it's just weird to think about it. Like all religious or non-religious bias aside, just looking at it as an objective phenomena, like that's just weird.
Yeah, it is.
I am a result of 800 billion years of goop.
Yeah.
Believe in the goop.
Like, wow.
We should start the goopist religion. Church of
That,
Goop.
okay, make an HP Lovecraft religion. That's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
world
I mean,
goop.
half of his monsters are literally described as formless slime.
Yay.
Well, that's basically all of creation.
Yeah, maybe deep inside, we're all formless slime.
That is deep.
I mean, that's like, there was this one book I read. I wish I could remember the name of the book, but the opening, like, quote was, everything not saved will be lost. Nintendo loading screen. And I mean, this wasn't like a book about games or anything. This was like a legit, like, novel. And I was like, I thought to myself, you know, for the context of a Nintendo, you know, saving screen back in the NES era, that's pretty deep to think about.
Yeah, yeah.
It's horrifying.
Oh, dude, there's a dude on the enemy team named Ghost Rider. I can't believe I'm fighting Nicolas Cage.
No, you're
The
fighting
Ghost
Nicholas.
Writer?
You're fighting Nicholas Jace. Jace. You're
True.
fighting Nicholas Jake.
We're fighting the Chinese bootleg of Nicolas Cage.
Exactly.
That's like, Dan, you weren't here for it because you were at your mom's house, but me and Elric single-handedly fought Hitler.
Yeah, we
Or,
did.
or a Hitler.
Nice.
It's kind of vague.
Did you punch him in the face, Captain America style?
No, more like incendiary rounds went through his engine and then burnt to a probably horrifying, slow, painful death that could have only been achieved by, you know, humankind.
True, true.
Ooh, we're doing so good right now, so well.
I know, I haven't been one-shot yet. It's beautiful.
I'm sitting in my little stook, and I'm doing fine.
I thought you were going to say Stuka, and then I'm like, wait a sec, we're not in planes.
Oh, wrong game.
By the way, if you can hear background noise, I'm literally hanging out at a game store right now.
Good job. Now they can have all this out-of-context conversation.
Yeah. I'm sure they're talking about, like, spoilers for, what's the next? Unstable, I think, is that new Magic joke set that's coming out.
Oh.
Dude, look. You play Unhinged and Unglued, or you go home.
Yeah. Well, now they have Unstable. That's like a 3-set block. We can do a draft.
I don't even play Magic anymore.
I haven't played since high school.
I stopped playing because I kind of got tired of, like, man, I got the new cards, can't wait to build my new deck, and then I'd turn around, oh hey, 3 more expansions, and I'm like,
I pretty much only play Commander at this point. I've given up trying to keep up with Standard. I never feel fulfilled anymore buying new packs. It just always feels like a waste of money.
well, that's, I mean, yeah. But true men don't play FPSs, they do historical reenactments.
True men play a game called War, where you get a bunch of dumber and weaker people together, give them deadly weapons, and convince them to hate your friends, dumber, weaker people, and then they just all murder each other.
This sounds awfully familiar. I think I've played it at least once.
Yeah, I kind of recognize that.
I mean, there's not to
I'm
be
a-
confused with that card game War, which is just like higher card wins.
I love playing War. the card game.
Cards
Play that
Against
sometime.
Humanity?
I used to like that game.
I've never played it.
Like, I know a lot of people disagree with me, but that game was like a novelty to me. Like it's super fun, and yeah, it's hilarious, but like, you play it a few times, and you've done it. Like,
You know, it's really made it as a card game, though, considering that my mother and sister play it.
true.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, I mean, I wasn't in any way implying that it wasn't successful, but
Yeah.
in my opinion, I don't really have much fun playing it much anymore. You know, I'm one of those nerds who paints miniatures and then puts them on the ground and then pushes them towards other people and then remove them off the board when they take imaginary gunfire.
Yeah.
I also
It's
play
such a
the,
hassle.
Another
also
thing
play-
I have to do, when I get my gaming rig, we are all getting together on Tabletop Sim, and we are going to play ourselves some 40k together.
Oh my.
don't let me bring my, let's play Apocalypse. Also,
You know,
Also-
if we don't have to pay for the minis, we might as well.
True.
Dan, to correct you, you don't play 40k on Tabletop Simulator. That's what Vassal is for.
What's Vassal?
Vassal is a Java-based free program that is used for people to play tabletop games over the internet with each other. And
wow.
everybody uses that instead of Tabletop Sim for things like war games. Because all of the miniatures, for instance, in the 40k Vassal is all pixel art, but it's well done. And it includes dice roller and armor save calculator, armor penetration, damage calculators, and stuff like that. I play Epic 40k. I play normal and Epic 40k. Excuse me. And then I play Flames of War. I play Bolt Action.
Wow.
I play Mutant Chronicles.
Whoa. Is that back in...
I had a bunch of minis for that at one point because they were selling them for super cheap at my game store. I always wanted to actually try that. It seemed like a novel system.
If you guys want to play the RPG, I got it.
Oh my
Actually,
god.
the videos reminded me that I had the 3rd edition in my in the checkout, so...
I would also like to do that.
I actually know a guy who is like an unrelenting fan of Mutant Chronicles. It's my friend Lucas. He's Swedish. And he's the one that told me about it, and he showed me the art in it, and I was like, "Oh my god, look at those bootleg Eldar!" Like, if nobody knows, anybody listening who's a fan of 40k. Yeah, anybody here who's a fan of 40k, who's listening right now, go look up Mutant Chronicles, and you will see these things that are totally Eldar, but not. Like, down to the runes and everything, they're the same, and I found it hilarious.
Which faction are you talking about, or just in general?
They're, God, I forget what they're
Crazy
called.
Church guys, aren't they?
Yeah,
You're
the
supposed to-
Brotherhood.
The Brotherhood?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they are.
Yeah, they're Eldar. They're basically Eldar.
We have spawn killers, by the way.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
fun.
I do. I had some of the Brotherhood minis, and they did look very Eldar.
Yeah, they
I'm
sure
sorry.
do.
They looked very Eldar-y.
Alright, they changed the name now. I forgot.
Copyright.
Yeah, Tolkien is state, you know.
You know, the thing is, speaking of Tolkien, man, what a nice dude. Like, from what I've heard.
I haven't heard too much about him.
I know it's like really random, but I've heard like just from like obviously he's long been dead, but from what I've heard, like he was such a great dude. And then I look at his son, who's like the biggest douche I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tolkien, I'd definitely sit and smoke a pipe and tell some tales and sing some songs with the guy. That'd be cool.
Yeah, not his son though. His son's a douche.
Christopher Tolkien is the son, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean if you say anything bad about Lord of the Rings or don't exactly make an adaptation word for word from the book that it's terrible?
Well, according to him, it has to be word for word, otherwise it's not good.
Oh no, like it's pretty funny. Like it's one thing to be like sure, whatever. Yeah, I understand. He's the son of Tolkien. He can have that opinion. But I mean, it wouldn't be such a big deal or funny to me for me to bring it up if he wasn't such a crybaby about it. I mean, he doesn't just go like, it's not like a true adaptation. I don't like it. He doesn't do that. He has to whine, complain, threaten to sue, threaten to revoke licenses, put 500 pages on his blog about how it's not adapted correctly. And I'm like, good God.
Well, that's
Like-
what happens when you let the kids take over a good franchise.
Like I'm glad that he no longer dictates who can do what with the license anymore, because you should really, if anybody wants a good laugh, go look up his opinion on video games of Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings. I love his statement that Lord of the Rings wasn't about the action, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure Tolkien literally wanted cool fantasy action, thus made a series based on cool fantasy action.
I mean, he did write like a book. Like half of Lord of the Rings was devoted to one super awesome siege. So. By the way, the biggest Tolkien nerd on the planet just walked in, so prepare
I
to.
am not. That is
Well, hello, the world's greatest Tolkien nerd. You're on YouTube.
Can he even
By the way,
hear
all
us?
this crap we're about to say is going on YouTube. So if you want like a code name, I'm Dan Renato. Tom the Magic Wombat. I forgot.
No,
This
no,
is Tom
you-
the Magic Wombat.
You're Dan. That's Liquid Dan.
So wait, I'm Solid Dan, and that's Liquid Dan. Is that how that works?
Yeah. No, wait, you're the original, so you're Big Dan.
He is pretty much exactly my size.
Yeah, so he's the clone, so he's Solid Dan. And then I can be Liquid Dan, and Elric is Solidus Dan.
Sounds good to me.
I'm too big of a nerd of...
Well, this is
Metal
Eric.
Gear.
Well, no, the guy talking was not Eric. That was Griffin. We don't care about him now. Eric's
Yeah,
the
I'm-
important one because he has
I'm-
the YouTube.
I'm pretty irrelevant.
Well, how many subscribers do you have?
none, because I don't post anything.
Well, there you go. Talk to me when you have 58 subscribers, and maybe I'll care.
I'll even make a goddamn Twitter account.
I'm
So
sorry
does
to break it
Elric.
to you, Eric. If Tom gets more popular than you, I'm leaving you.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
I
That's
won't-
fair.
Jumping on the next bandwagon.
I mean, I'm poor enough to consider trying to get.
What? So you can get a
You
nickel
listening
for
home?
like 200...
All you
views?
watching at home, if you think Tom is a prick and you want Eric to be more popular, like, share, subscribe, comment.
I
All of
absolutely
that.
am a prick. Yeah.
Yeah, but Eric's got one big advantage over you, though. He's foreign to America.
Oh, yes.
He's like
Eric,
exotic.
he's all Swedish and stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, I suppose.
In that case, doesn't that mean I can get more popular? Because I'm technically more exotic, because there's only 300,000 of me.
Yeah. I mean, you're Scandinavian? No, Nordic. So, yeah.
Wait,
We're number one.
there are now more Americans in this conversation than anything else. That means
Wait a
we
s-
own it.
Wait a second. I just now realized something.
Uh-huh.
I'm Icelandic. You know who else is Icelandic?
York?
Robbie Rotten.
Well, besides, yeah, Robbie Rotten. I am number one. I am number one. I won. I've won. Everybody can throw
You
money
won
at me now.
YouTube.
Man.
We're doing horribly. By
I
the
know.
way.
I've already lost all my tanks.
Same here. I don't know what the hell happened.
There was a lot of tanks. They had a lot of better armor.
They were just better than us too,
Yeah.
I guess.
To catch you up, Tom, they are currently playing War Thunder.
I was playing.
Age of
Hey,
Empires.
hey, Dad. Give everybody a shout out. You're on YouTube.
Why am I on YouTube?
Because we're recording.
Oh. Shout out.
Hi, you person.
See, he's allowed to be on the channel. He played D&D since first edition, so he's allowed to be on the channel.
Okay.
Hey everybody who shows up in this video, shout out to you guys.
Well, you need to explain to him that as the background guy in this video, in this conversation, his job is to cough obnoxiously.
Well, I can do that. Just give me a moment.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
forgot, we needed that guy.
have you ever heard, have you ever heard the, oh god, what is it called? I read up in like a book about like special effects and noise and like Hollywood stuff. Have you guys ever heard how they make a baby noise? Like the stereotypical baby noise in like
Do
movies?
I really want to know that?
It's like you get your t-shirt and you like cover up your face and then try to like breathe through it and it makes a baby noise apparently. I always wanted to try
Your
it.
face with?
Like a t-shirt and you try to breathe in and make a baby cry noise and it makes it sound like the stereotypical baby noise. Somebody did it in front of me and it worked.
That's so weird. Wow.
Man, why are we even trying to fight the enemy at this point?
Yeah, really. And I love people complaining here. Where
Oh,
are we
no,
against
they-
T-34s?
Well, they have a right to complain though, because we shouldn't be fighting T-34s.
Ah, it's the Russian bias again. Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
number
that's
14.
true.
You must have done better than me.
I did 13. I'm literally like one above you.
Yeah.
Since I never heard that it must be.
Clearly. Like
I'll join.
Baltica.
I'll join you on your Russian propaganda.
Like Baltica. If there are any Russians out there watching right now, your beer sucks.
I don't
But
think
you're-
I've had any Russian beer, also.
I haven't either. I have no.
Well, you should check now because you're probably down to 57 subscribers just because of that comment.
Yeah, probably.
You lost all
We're
one
not even
Russian
gonna miss
audience
you.
member.
Spore leg. I don't know what a good Russian name is.
Dimitri.
Dmitri. There we go.
Well, we have the Jeltsin vodka.
Well, I guess I can bring them back. I have I can do a perfect Slav squat.
Okay.
I'm a real Gopnik. There, he can come back now. Oh man, I forgot I had this orange soda over here.
Have a drink.
You know where my D20s are. I execute them for cowardice.
I just blowtorch them if they fail me.
I don't have a blowtorch.
5?
I have drop kicked a D20 across a parking lot once.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's how you, like,
How do you drop kick something so small?
really good diaper.
Lots of tries is what he means.
Well, I remember one thing just for fun, because the old Mutant Chronicles was the D20 system. And whenever somebody did something like critical failure on anything, there was no tables or anything, you just had to make it up. And I remember one guy tried to avoid being shot by a bullet, so he used his dodge, critically failed, so I was trying like, what the hell should I say?
He dodges into the bullet.
Well, I said that your character thinks it's a great idea to avoid the bullet by kicking it. It worked. He got a critical damage from it, but yeah, his foot caught it.
Instead of his torso.
Yeah. Instead of his head
Yeah,
or his torso. So yeah, it
but
worked.
if he was playing Rollmaster, that would have been death.
Yeah, well, Rollmaster anything is instant death.
That's true.
Well, I suppose you should be thankful.
But then again, in Rollmaster, the players actually die because of the time it takes you to go through every table in order to see what happened anyway, so...
Well, you got a point there.
I mean, if you did an attack on the very first day Rollmaster got released, you would be resolving that attack probably next Friday.
Glorious.
As in the time now.
Yeah.
As the present.
So what?
By the time you're seeing this video, you have done one attack in Rollmaster.
Tom, why aren't we playing Rollmaster, Tom?
I don't know. It sounds like GURPS, and I will never again.
Rollmaster is just as worse as GURPS. If you don't know what Rollmaster is, it was a short-lived RPG game where if you wanted to attack somebody, you had to roll on a table of how you stabbed somebody, then roll on another table depending on what armor it was, roll on what body part it was, then roll on another table to see what kind of armor, what kind of angle of attack you had, then check a table to see what kind of damage it done and what table you referred to for that damage, and then roll on that table. It's a long, like, uberly... probably the same people who came up with Fatal.
Oh, look at that, 56 subscribers.
Yeah, you did say autistic. We lost this.
Oh my God, that's Tom's real strategy. He's not going to try to catch up to you. He's going to knock you down to his level.
Well, actually, he has more than me.
You just look up Tom the Magic Wombat on YouTube.
That's him.
It should be.
I'll have to do that after we finish recording it.
What's his YouTube? I'll subscribe.
Hard shot.
Also, I just one-shot a tank.
Nice.
I'm using a tank destroyer, so it's not that impressive, but still.
Where did that
Oh.
start from?
Two
I mean,
tanks!
Flip for Commander League.
I know every War Thunder player is rolling their eyes. Like, well, you know what, in a game, I destroy like 8 tanks. Look, I just one-shot 3 tanks over a game where I have not killed a single one. I deserve this.
I still don't think we'll ever top my favorite slip that we ever turned in that Commander League was Player 1 killed by Alex. Player 2 killed by Alex. Player Tom killed by Alex. Player Alex killed by Alex. Player Lacey, last man standing.
Well done.
It was a productive turn.
Sounds like Call of Cthulhu, roll a critical fail, whole party dies.
Except for
Sounds
one
normal.
person in the back of the party.
I mean, Call of Cthulhu, then again, is the game where you have to roll to make sure that you're competent not to shoot yourself.
Yeah. You also have to roll to make sure you're incompetent enough that you can't fully comprehend the wrongness of what you're witnessing.
That too.
Yeah, then again, I know a bit off topic, but I love H.P. Lovecraft's work. I just wish more people would understand the whole concept behind it.
Yeah, and they are not gods, for God's sake.
Yeah, it's just... my problem is that when people like talk about how much they love H.P. Lovecraft, like, oh, I'm a big Lovecraft fan. Can you name anything else but Cthulhu?
So no,
Pickman's
Custom, Nyarlathotep,
fantastic story.
Azathoth,
Dude, Azathoth is my main man.
Yog-Sothoth,
Yig,
Shub-Niggurath,
Gug,
Yig, and the Gugs.
Toad Thing, which is actually a real deity. Look it up.
What the hell?
Toad Thing. Yeah, Toad Thing.
No, it was in the game.
Oh, I was like,
I had a airplane fuselage fly from the crash site over to me, and I'm like 500 meters away.
but yeah, I can't stand people who talk like they're H.P. Lovecraft fans, but all they know is Cthulhu, who is, you know, statistically one of the weakest deities in the Lovecraftian mythos.
Oh, I have a weak spot for Nyarlathotep.
Like I said before, my main
How
man.
powerful is he? Tuesday.
Clearly, yes. I mean, I hate who would want to fight conversation.
Oh, we're going to win this match. But...
Saitama would totally beat Goku. I just want to say that right now.
Look, I don't get involved into those death battles unless they involve JoJo characters.
I say Saitama.
Because there is one JoJo character I can mention that will beat every single character you throw at me.
Your hair is looking especially androgynous.
The guy who with time.
Yeah, see, that's the thing about JoJo. If somebody's arguing with you, like, well, you know what, my character beats you. You say one of two. You say. Oh, I was like listening to Tom, or whatever his name is. There's two characters you bring up in JoJo if you just want to win a death battle argument. You bring up King Crimson or you bring up Maid in Heaven. Like, oh, well, my character beats you. Well, boom, the time in which you beat my character is now deleted. Or the Maid in Heaven route. Well, you know what? The whole universe resets. There you go.
It never happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is turning into two separate conversation threads, so I'm going to let you all go.
Well, we're going to end after this anyway, so...
All right. So this has been War Thunder with Eric and Griffin and 3 other motherfuckers what don't know what War Thunder is.
How could you avoid War Thunder? It's like
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like mainstream at this
Still
point.
need a computer. Anyway,
You don't have
if you
a
like what
you don't have a
go
Titan
ahead.
X.
Go ahead and send us some delicious creamy potato salad.
Or money.
Oh, dude, I love potatoes. Wait a second, but when you say that, they're gonna send us potato salad, and then it's gonna be sweet potato salad, and I'm gonna puke. I love my potato salad sour.
That's why we never give them a P.O. box or anything.
Guys, P.O. Box, please send all your fan mail to 221B, Akron
Street.
Akron Street. Oh, I was actually talking about a real address. Akron
So was
Street.
I.
Reykjavik, Iceland. If you want to send me some sweet potato salad. However, if you want to send Elric some potato salad, please send your mail to 221B Baker Street, London, United Kingdom.
And I will eventually go over there and get it.
Wow. 5.
I mean, I speak English, it's close enough.
So it's like,
Yeah, it's close enough. So,
Oh, wait, did you just imply that people in London do not speak English, Dan?
they speak Cockney. It's not English.
Okay. To be fair, I have
speak
heard.
something that rhymes with English, yes.
I can hear Cockney. I can't speak it, but I understand Cockney. Now there is this dialect in Britain called Brummie. I have no idea what they're saying.
Neither do I, and I hardly understand Cockney, so...
Alright.
yeah, but eagles
Well-
are motherfucking eagles.
Until next time, remember, celery doesn't come in a bottle.
And tastes like Scotch tape.
Salt or celery salt.
And it's red.
Yeah, that's
So, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you liked what you saw, do leave a like and a comment, and do subscribe to the channel.
If you liked what you saw, seek professional help.
That is probably the best idea. We do have some numbers to some good therapists, so stay in touch.
Yeah.
Oh, stop flaunting your socialized medicine at us.
socialized medicine agenda.
Get me, I can go to the doctor and get treatment.
Hey, Dan, we do not appreciate you pushing your leftist free healthcare agenda.
That was Tom. Making
Tom, we don't.
Tom the Wombat, wasn't it?
We do not get political here. Isn't that right, guys?
Well, we did
Okay.
like 10 minutes ago.
All right.
See ya.